Stage with news, views and above all, action from the local sporting scene. And I've got a real mixed bag for you tonight too, with everything from hockey to motorsport. First up, we head to Rosedale Park in Albany to check out highlights from the recently contested Hatch Cup National Junior Tournament. Then it's off to North Harbour's other premier hockey venue, Rangitoto College, as the New Zealand Academy side takes on China. And we wrap it all up with a feast of motorsport. Firstly from the North Harbour mini motocross race meeting held at Warkworth, then we move north for a montage of mayhem from the Wellsford Trolley Derby. The twin turfs of Rosedale Park provided the venue recently for one of the largest junior hockey tournaments ever seen in the North Harbour region. No fewer than 26 teams from around the country were on hand to take part in the annual Hatch Cup, which incorporates both primary and intermediate school pupils. The teams were split into 4 pools, and after 5 days of intense competition, our own North Harbour side had qualified for the third place playoff in what could affectionately be described as a local derby against Northland. Having won their last 2 encounters, the North Harbour boys went into the match as favourites. Although, as with so many other sports, finals hockey can be an entirely different ballgame. Seeded second overall, North Harbour had shown solid pre-tournament form by securing the Somerville Cup, which involved all the best Northern Region teams also present at the championship. As in their semi-final loss to Canterbury the previous day, they began the match at a steady pace. One of the stars of the show for Harbour was undoubtedly their right wing and captain Jonathan Morris, who repeatedly had the Northland defence tied up in knots, as on this occasion. Much to the Cambridge Blues' credit, however, they showed a lot of composure in defence. In fact, the first quarter produced a very even affair. Except, of course, when bandana-wearing Jay Scott got hold of the ball, a player with a big future in the sport of hockey. Late in the first half, the pressure finally paid off for North Harbour, and after some good build-up work, centre forward Cale Exeter showed his abundant skills to beat the defence and slot the ball home. Minutes later, the Harbour offence was on the move again, and try as they might, Northland simply had no answer. The man on the spot, team captain Jonathan Morris. With a handy 2-0 lead, Harbour coaches Rob Scott and Gary Wilson were making the most of the half-time break.
Guys, don't let it fall off. We've had good opportunities there in midfield to actually pick up early, but I haven't seen the insides come through. You guys are standing back too deep at times. You've got to get up and let the tail.
Meanwhile, the rowdy and somewhat unofficial Harbour fan club was fine-tuning its own performance.
Where's my blower? I've got no blower. Don't forget the sign. We put the rugby, boys.
Back to business, and that's just what North Harbour had on their mind starting the second half. They were obviously on a high, along with the ball.
Yeah, play, Darcy.
One player who continued to stamp his authority on the match was North Harbour left inner Jay Scott, who was yet again showing his finesse. Northland had a few standout players of their own, including their number 9 Fidel Nicholson, who went close on this occasion, only to be outdone by Harbour goalkeeper James Bailey. North Harbour could have had their third goal midway through the second half, after more good build-up work from Jonathan Morris saw Ranish Smith go oh so close. The final strike was just off cue, however. Not long after, the third goal did come, with Jay Scott right in the thick of it yet again. With time almost up and very little left in the Northland tank, Nathaniel Joy wrapped it all up for the home side with a lovely strike of the ball. The 4-0 final scoreline reflected a pretty comprehensive display by North Harbour, a team that certainly did the region proud in this season's Hatch Cup.
We are Harbour, mighty, mighty Harbour. If you can't hear us, we'll shout louder. Harbour!
After securing a narrow 1-0 win against Canterbury in the grand final, Auckland are our Hatch Cup champions for the 1999 season. North Harbour can be well pleased with their gallant third placing behind runners-up Canterbury.